In November, President Volodymyr Zelensky asked the government to draw up regulations concerning Ukraine's media market. Soon, the President's Servant of the People party introduced the so-called Media Law, while the Ministry of Culture drafted a separate Disinformation Law. And they are definitely not what journalists were hoping for. The Media Law unifies all laws concerning the media. There are currently 6 of them. Most of them were adopted in the late 90s, and they're currently outdated. On the whole, the bill is good, but there are several weaknesses. The law expands the power of the State Television and Radio Broadcasting Commission, allowing it to distribute and revoke broadcasting licenses. However, the specific regulations governing the Commission remain unclear. The law itself introduces a number of important terms, but does not define them. For example, the law will ban propaganda, yet provides no explanation on what exactly propaganda is, leaving this term open to a wide interpretation. Ukraine's parliament will vote on and most likely pass the media law in February. Then there's the disinformation law, and goes much further in regulating and punishing journalists and publishers. The bill divides people in the media into 3 categories: information distributors, journalists, and professional journalists. Media distributors are essentially anyone who shares his or her opinion online. Journalists are simply that, people working in journalism. But under the law, they can only become professional journalists, the highest category, by joining the state-sponsored journalists union. It has not yet been created. Only members of this union will have a press card, will be allowed to attend officials' press conferences, and will have legal support and government protection in case of attacks. The law will introduce an information commissioner, who will be charged with sniffing out fake news.
You are fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news. Fake news and the crooked media.
The commissioner, appointed by the government, will have the power to question any information, to ask for evidence, and to fine journalists for unsubstantiated claims. The commissioner will have the right to ask the court to open criminal cases against journalists for disinformation, and to forcefully remove articles or shut down media outlets. The law sets the minimum fine for deliberate disinformation at $195,000. Being subjected to this fine will give a journalist an actual criminal record. The law would also introduce 5-year prison sentences for those continuously spreading fake news. The bill is expected to be filed to the parliament in March. But Ukrainian journalists, media experts, and international organizations have all called on the government to drop it. They say it is dangerous and can easily be abused to silence journalists.